Now we're live. Now we're live. Hey, Shalom, Yashawala, Shalom. All right,
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shem El Shabrak
Yahweh Bashim Brakatah. All right, you know, the brother El Newman and I, we are just walking, just chilling, walking, admiring the earth, even though it's still polluted, it's fucked up, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still part of our power's creation. You know, before we started, I want to bless the names of our power, give the much due, all praise, honor, and glory to the names of our power. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushai,
Barakatah Yahushai,
Call Halayim,
Kal Halayim,
La Banawa,
La Banawa,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim,
Bahashim,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Bahashim,
Bahashim,
Barakah Wadash.
Rakak Wadash.
In the ancient Hebrew tongue, these are the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. We also want to give double honors to our apostles, to our elders and apostles, the great millstone, Urubo and Teachable. Much due respect to the sincere Akim who are laboring the works, and Shalom to you believers, to the Akim wa Aqua, which would be your brothers and sisters who subscribe to this truth. All right, is your brothers, warriors for Yahweh Shai, H-Town, your brother Malkia, your brother Anuim. All right, so it's gonna be a walk and talk, you know.
Through the spirit, you know.
Through the spirit.
In mind about today.
So I know we're just meditating on how, like, you know, we're in the time where you got to be very wise. You got to move with wisdom while you're out here in public, while you're out here in the real world. You know, especially for the Akim who are in this truth, right? Those who are teaching, you're making your body a living sacrifice. You put your face out there in public on the hours and byways. You put your face even more out there to the world when you're doing sit-down lessons, pushing this word through the four corners of the earth, right? Your face is out there. So you got to be careful. You got to move with wisdom. All right. And mind you, know, even though the scripture says, the scripture goes into how to use the word but don't abuse it, right? You know, it's okay to go out, you know, from time to time, right? You know, go grab a drink from time to time. You know, use the word, but just don't abuse it. But be careful when you're out there using the word. All right. Let's see. I think I got that scripture here, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 31, King James Version. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passes away. Yeah, the fashion of this world is soon to pass away during that second death, the lake of fire. All right, that lake of fire that's going to come from the nukes hitting this place and from the chariots beaming this place up too. All right, It's going to burn all of Babylon. All right, the ways of this world is going to pass away soon, right? But again, use the world, just don't use it. All right, and while you're using the world, right, you want to move with wisdom. You want to be I'm gonna get that scripture right quick. I think got something I want to say. Bring up. I'm gonna get the one where it says, "I send you in the midst of wolves as sheep, be wise as serpents."
Oh, because
you definitely got to be like that. In times we're in right now, and the times where we're coming into, you got to move with wisdom. All right,
especially the people that you go out and see, and the people that become friendly with you in public.
Yep.
You definitely you don't know who the fuck they are, so you definitely got to move with wisdom. They could be nice to you and, you know, say, you know, hello, or even if they seen some of your videos, you know, they try to say, you know, shalom to you. You don't know who the hell they are, man. You definitely got to move with wisdom, because you don't know what their intentions are. You don't know what they thinking.
Because mind you, like, for example, right? Just because you don't know the individual that's speaking to you does not mean that person doesn't know you from seeing you on the highways and byways prophesying. Just because you don't know that person, you may never seen that person's face before, doesn't mean that person is not familiar with your face, because that person watches your videos. All right. And, you know, that's why I say you got to be careful out here on, you know, how you present yourself, right? What you talk about, the information you share. All right, because like our big brothers be saying, you know, pretty much, you know, you got to have that Superman and Clark Kent personality, that kind of lifestyle. All right. When you got your garment on, that's you being Superman. That's you being Batman. All right. But once you're out of that garment, you're not prophesying, you're not teaching, you are Bruce Banner. Like, is it Bruce Banner?
Bruce Wayne or
Bruce Wayne, like it.
Clark Kent.
Yeah, you're Bruce Wayne or you're Clark Kent. All right, you pretty much playing a double life. All right, and I'm gonna get this real quick. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. And the elect, right, are known as sheep. Because Yahweh Shai is our shepherd. He's the one that leads us. All right. So behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. And a sheep is very vulnerable. Right? A sheep is no threat. It's not dangerous. All right. It said, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right. So you being wise as a serpent, you got to move with wisdom. You got to be tricky at times, right? You got to know how to deceive someone that's trying to deceive you.
Yeah,
all right.
Have that slick tongue just like they have.
Yep.
They try to hit you with something slick. You got to give it right back to them, but in a very mindful manner. You got to make sure you don't harm yourself in that way too.
You do it as a dove, right? Harmless as a dove. All right. You still can get yourself out of situations being harmless without being a threat. All right. That's why it's very important, to truly believe in our power and to actually learn our language. Like let's say, for example, right? You find yourself in a situation where, like, you're driving, you get pulled over by a fucking cop, right? Real quick, right before the police officer is about to approach your vehicle, you can throw up a prayer. Yahweh or Washai Nawa Mayan Re, or Yahweh Hawashai Nawa Bakal Re, right? Deliver us from evil. Deliver us from all evil, right? You're praying for deliverance, right? All right, you're being wise, right? Because you're using the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but you're being harmful. All right, you ain't gonna try to fight with the cop. You're just gonna throw up a prayer and just move wisdom. All right,
and honestly, that's what the cops want too. Not try to be so heavy on this cop thing, but that's what they want too. They want you to come off with some sort of animosity towards them, so they can, push that damn law that they're, that authority that they have onto you. Try to get you to be all, angry, and so they can, try to mess with you and harm you in a certain way because they have that power. They're allowed to. They're still fulfilling their role in this world. So.
Okay. All right.
So what up?
I'm trying to get doing shit. Okay. I want to get that different version. Be sober, be vigilant.
Oh, God.
Sober. It goes a little more deeper than that. All right. So for the Akim that's watching, even the few sincere Aqua, the few sincere sisters, right? Because I've noticed this, right? Not only you got some of our crazy ass bug outs, brothers that's in the streets, right? Wearing fringes in public on the t-shirts. You got the sisters that wearing dresses. They're in the proper attire, right? They got their head covered, they're in a long dress, but they wearing fringes on the border of their dress. And that's a no-go. You should not be doing that, to be honest. Because that could put a target on your head, and real soon, when our faces all over the fucking TV and shit, right? And they start making more known about, the Hebrew Israelites, right? They're gonna start presenting people who wear fringes on their clothing. I'm just throwing out like as a possible example. But yeah, right. It would be very wise of you to not wear fringes in public. All right, that's you being wise as a serpent, harms as a dove. You being wise. All right, because you're gonna make yourself a target. People gonna start seeing you like, oh, he got fringes. She got fringes on his or her, border of her clothing. Now you just became a target. All right. And one of the brothers shared their story how one time he was wearing fringes on his shirt, and someone tried to run his ass over because he wore fringes in public. He made himself a target. All right. So I'm gonna get this real quick. The book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8, in the King James Version. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, the self-proclaimed white man, right? Peter, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And that's what he's doing right now with his laws at the moment, doing mandates, right? engineering this famine that's going on right now, right? Engineering the soon Oradakeo, right? Engineering the soon martial law society, right? Right now, he's working with his pen folks, all right, to devour Israel. Soon, right now, he's actually in the process of drawing out a sword, which is a process. And real soon, that sword is going to be fully manifested to the world. And now it's time to actually use that sword. And he's going to come down with that great wrath, which is Revelation 12. All right? And that scripture was saying that the dragon was brought with the woman, to make war with the remnant of seed, right? All right, let's talk about those who in this truth sincerely, right? Those who keep the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, which is what? The spirit of prophecy, Revelation 19:10. All right, that's why you got to move with wisdom. All right, you got to be careful. You got to be sober. You got to be vigilant. All right, you're going to go into sober. In the New Living Translation, it says, stay alert. All right, you got to stay alert. You got to be on your P's and Q's. All right, stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil, the deceiver, the self-proclaimed white man. Right? He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Right? And how can you remain sober? How can you remain alert? Right? By only taking on that one good wine. And that one good wine is the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? But if you try to drink other wines, there's a metaphor for like other philosophies, other teachings, right? You're gonna be drunk spiritually. You're gonna be all over the place. You're gonna be like a Babylonian. You're gonna be confused because Babylon means confusion by mixing all different kind of doctrines and shit. You take a little bit of Buddha, a little bit of Islam, a little bit of Christianity, a little bit of Catholic, a little bit of atheists, a little bit of worshiping crystals, rocks, and believing the whole zodiac bullshit. That's gonna get you confused. You're gonna be drunk.
And honestly, that's just off in general.
Yeah.
So fuck all that, man. Fuck all that.
But when you take onto that one only true philosophy, the one true doctrine, that true good wine, which is the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're gonna be spiritually sober. You're gonna be alert. But you can also look at it on the carnal side of it too. Don't be out here drunk as fuck every day, almost all day. All right, because you're gonna be all over the place. When you're too damn drunk, it fucks with your ability to make logical decisions. All right, you're all over the place. Your reaction time is so off point. Right, so you got to be sober, be vigilant when you're in the truth. Okay. Not only that, like right now, right, the brother and Newman are out there, right, doing this walk and talk. You gotta be circumspect as well while we out here. You get that? All right, the book of Ephesians. Chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly. Shit, woo. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And we read in the scripture that it says what? That to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Alright? You gotta move with wisdom, you gotta be circumspect. You gotta be like that deer. Any little noise, that motherfucker looks up.
Oh boy!
and the deer reacts to it right away. And he looks at it right away. You gotta constantly be all on the swivel. Looking over your shoulder from time to time. Aware of your environment. All right. Not to have a view. Man, fuck that. Yeah. I want to bring that out, you know, for the Akim that's tuning in and any views who say Aqua, you gotta be wise as serpent or harmless as dove. And there's ways how to be wise, all right? You gotta pretty much have like that double personality. All right, you got to know when to throw on your Clark Kent and when to throw on your Superman. All right, you gotta be wise out here. You gotta be very circumspect. Be aware of your environment, right? And be careful with who you meet out in the world, because even though we're in a time of bad times, like perilous time, right? A time of danger. Even though we're in time of bad times, right, and we're about to approach a much dangerous more time, well, it's okay to use the world, okay? But when you are using it, don't use it. And while you're using it, be fucking careful of who you tell that, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, I'm a child of this and that. Don't do that. You gotta stop. Don't do that. All right? Speak from experience, okay? Don't do that.
Same here. Same here. I remember doing that shit too.
It was my Lord willing, it was edifying to those who have watched. All right, we close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, the Ruben Teachwell. Much respect to the sincere Akim who are laid work. The Shalom to the believers.
Shalom, shalom.
Aqua, which would be your brothers and sisters, which are up to the truth. DTA,
above the ball, soon.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Be wise out here, fam. Be wise out here, all right? Shalom.
Shalom. How about Shema Shabrakatham?